Sunrise alarm clocks are definitely becoming the new best way to wake up in 2023. Multiple studies have shown that the sunlight simulation can prepare us for a natural wake up, more energy, and overall a better mood throughout the day, especially when you compare it to everybody's favorite sound, the classic alarm clock. I don't think anybody likes that. While the trend may be growing and there's a lot of options available, not all of them are worthwhile. So I've taken the liberty and researched to compile the list of the best sunrise alarm clocks and features to consider in 2023. So first up, we have the best budget option, which is the JAL Smart Wake Up Light. This light comes in right around $30 and it features just about everything you need in a sunrise alarm clock. So it's easy and simple to set up with all the buttons right here on top of the rim. So starting with the actual clock, it can be formatted in 12 hours or 24 hours, as well as you have the option to completely turn the clock off just by clicking this button here on the side a few times. The sunrise simulation is defaulted to 30 minutes, but you can speed up or slow down that process in increments of 10, starting from 10 minutes all the way up to 60 minutes. You get 20 levels of brightness, and at the maximum brightness, it comes out to be 240 lux, and considering that this light is smaller than the other options we're going to talk about, it's still plenty bright and very comparable. It has dual alarm clocks, and you're able to customize it by setting the alarm time, choosing from 7 different nature calming sounds, set the volume, set the brightness, and choose how long of a simulation time you'd like. On the top, you have the snooze button, which when pushed mutes the sound for 9 minutes but keeps the lamp on the entire time, and then when those 9 minutes are up, the sound starts playing again. This alarm clock also doubles as a nightlight by pushing this button here on the top, and you can adjust the brightness level from 1 to 20. And if you double tap that same button, it puts the lamp into an auto color mode, which cycles through 7 different colors automatically. If you don't want it to cycle through automatically, you can choose a certain color by pushing either the plus or minus button and selecting whichever color you'd like. In the color mode, it does stay at maximum brightness, but it is a really good way to have some cool ambient lights. So a couple other features worth mentioning is you do get a sunset simulation, which is just like the sunrise simulation, just reversed, and helps you fall asleep instead. It also has FM radio, which can be played on its own, or you can link that to an alarm to wake you up. On the back, it does have a USB charger port, as well as this does have a battery built in to store all of your settings in case of a power outage, which is super convenient, but you're not able to use this lamp solely off the battery. Now, this one might not be the best in terms of quality, but for the features that it packs, the price point that it's at, honestly, it'd be really hard to pass this one up. Next up is my favorite and the one that I've been personally using, which is the Philips Smart Sleep. It's about twice the size of the JAL, and honestly, it kind of looks like a light bulb, and I'm not sure if we can award style points for that or not, but it's very fitting. This one also features 2 separate alarm clocks, which are customizable with brightness, 7 different nature sounds to choose from, and volume levels. The sunrise simulation is set at default to 30 minutes, but can be changed to 20, 25, 35, or 40 minutes. The brightness ranges from 1 to 20, with the max being 300 lux, and it's very bright to the point where you could light up an entire room completely on its own. The cool thing about this light is once you have your alarm set, you can actually hold down that alarm button and it'll put it into a demonstration mode, which will run through the entire sunrise simulation in about 90 seconds. That's really cool, so you can see exactly what the simulation is going to look like for the settings that you've picked. This lamp also features a nightlight by pushing this button here on the top, where you can select a brightness level anywhere from 1 to 20. Right next to that button, you do have the snooze button, and like the previous lamp we talked about, it'll mute the sound for 9 minutes, but the lamp will stay on, and after those 9 minutes, the audio will start up again. It features FM radio, which can be used solely on its own, or you can set that for your alarm sound, and right next to that, we do have the fall asleep function. This can be set anywhere from 5 to 60 minutes, and the brightness and the sound, if you do choose to have sound, will gradually fade out over that time period. The clock can be set in 12 or 24 hour mode, as well as the menu system is kind of like a touchscreen, which is actually really easy and straightforward to use. When you start using this lamp, the buttons light up, and a few seconds after you're done, the light slowly fades out to give this lamp a super clean and modern look. This lamp has a matte finish on it, unlike any of the other ones, and I think it improves the look as well as reduces glare, which is super nice. Overall, the simulation is smooth, bright, and can be loud enough to wake your roommate up if you choose. It feels very high quality, it's bright, and it's very simple and easy to use, so I'd rank this as the best overall and most worth your money. So this next one is the Viscoon Wake Up Nightlight, which is a really good one for kids, as well as can double up as a really good nightlight. It's very simple and straightforward by only having 5 buttons here on the bottom, And to turn this nightlight on, all you have to do is tap the top where you have 3 brightness levels of low, medium, and bright. If you long hold on the top, it switches it into a color mode where all you have to do is keep tapping to cycle through all the different colors. You can choose between a 12 and a 24-hour clock, as well as you can strictly use this as only an alarm clock with no sunlight simulation and 7 different nature sounds to choose from. The sunrise simulation on this clock is defaulted to 30 minutes like the previous clocks we talked about, but this doesn't have the option to adjust the time. When the alarm does go off, all you have to do is push the top of the lamp or any of the buttons to turn the alarm off. It has a sleep timer by clicking the T button on the bottom, where you have the option to choose between 10, 30, or 60 minutes, and the light gradually fades out over that time period. Again, this one is very simple, easy and straightforward to use, as well as has a very cool look and modern feel to it. And although it's not near as bright as the other options or has as many features, it would still be amazing for kids and it'd still look really cool as a nightlight around the house. So next up, we have by far the most advanced, best looking, and brightest on the list. This one's very clean looking, with everything being 100% touchscreen, or you can control it via the Philips Sleep Mapper app. On the clock itself, you can set 2 different wake up alarms that are fully customizable with the time, the light intensity, the simulation duration, the type of sound, and the volume. But if you go inside the app, it's a lot easier to adjust these settings, as well as it allows you to add up to 16 fully customizable alarms. The cool thing with this clock is you can set preferences to have your alarm work on only certain days, so you don't have to manually turn your alarm on every single night. The sunrise simulation is defaulted to 30 minutes like the previous ones, but this one can be changed anywhere from 5 to 40 minutes in increments of 5. The light intensity can be set anywhere from 0 to 25, with 25 being the maximum brightness at 315 lux. For sound options to accompany the alarm, you have natural sounds, no sound, or the FM radio. And just like all the other clocks, you do have a snooze button on the top, which mutes the sound for 9 minutes and keeps the light on until you push this icon, which completely turns the alarm off. And again, if you set the preferences, your alarm will automatically be turned on and ready to go for the next day. This too has the option to be a nightlight or a reading light by selecting this icon and choosing a brightness anywhere from 1 to 25. You can actually turn it off by tapping that same icon, or you can tap the top of the lamp, will turn it off also. It also has a midnight light, which is a subtle orange dim light that's super handy if you had just woken up and you don't want to blind yourself by turning on all the lights. This clock also offers a demo mode, which can be activated by holding the settings button for 8 seconds and then selecting this icon. The clock can be adjusted for a 12 or 24-hour time mode, as well as you can adjust the brightness of the display. You can set it so that after you're done, a few seconds later, it'll disappear, or you can permanently turn it off. You can listen to the FM radio, and it even allows you to set 5 preset stations. You can plug your own music in through an aux cord, but you cannot use your own music as an alarm sound. This clock features a sunset simulation as well as a relax breathe simulation. The sunset simulation is very similar to the others that we talked about in the fact that it gradually fades from a bright yellow to a dim red. You can also have a sound fade with it, choosing from the natural sounds, the FM radio, or you can even use your own sounds through the aux cord. The Relax Breathe is a relaxation program with over 7 different presets and rhythms. You can select the light or the sound to guide you through your selected program and follow the prompts to inhale or exhale, which I can actually see being a really cool feature to help you relax before bed. In the case of a power outage, this clock permanently stores your settings, and no matter how long you're without power, your settings will remain the same as to what was inputted last. So overall, this light definitely takes the win on most advanced and most modern. And although this light has so many options and features, it can almost be confusing, but once you learn it and download the app, it really is very straightforward and honestly might even be easier to use than some of the others. This light does pack a punch in terms of price, but I do think it would be worth it with how many features and customizable options you get with it. So let me know which is your favorite in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.